Hey, what's up YouTubers, and welcome back to another Toddy Walnuts update video. This one is a very short video, but the reason, I was gonna probably wait another 2 or 3 weeks before I did another update video, but I wanted to give an update to the contest for the subscribers for GROTTU, ORLOFF, MEYER, GREENBLATT, Gotham City Comics, and Dr. PHIBES Vibes. I've been really busy with work this week, and the contest was supposed to end today, Friday the 26th. I'm gonna have to extend it by 1 week, so next Friday will be the deadline to enter the contest. And all you have to do is go subscribe to those 4 channels, come back here and let me know that you did subscribe, and I'll enter you into the contest to win this graded comic. I had a pretty good turnout so far. I'd like to see more though. You get this graded comic, The Joker. This was a one-off. The story was written by the great John Carpenter, and he signed it there, and it's graded, professionally graded and verified as his signature. There you can see he signed it on November 11th of 19. Pretty highly collectible comic. I'm going to give that away to a random person who does subscribe to all 4 channels. You can read below the exact rules, I guess, to enter this contest. I'll put them down here again. Those of you who already entered, you're still in, don't worry. I'm just giving 1 extra week to get everybody, to give more opportunity for people to enter and to get these guys more subscribers. They deserve way more subscribers than what they have. So I figured while I'm doing that and reminding you guys, or maybe telling some guys that didn't know, I'll show you a couple of things that I picked up over the past, I don't know, couple weeks now. I got a mask. This was an impulse buy, but you can see it's a very similar, not the same. It's not a screen used, it's just a replica, or I think they call this like a field hockey helmet. And it's the same type of helmet that's used in Bloody Murder and Bloody Murder 2. It was like 20 bucks. I grabbed it. I have another graded Vampirella, but this one has an issue, and we'll talk about that. When it has a purple label, I'll tell you what that means. I do have some vintage horror magazines. We're going to go through some of those, and I got a couple of masks I want to talk about. So we're all getting relaxed, and we're going to get here and check out these items that I picked up. And don't forget to check that description box below to find out how you can win that comic. It's open to anybody in the world. So all right, let's check these out. And you already saw the helmet, so there's really, or the mask, I guess. It is a helmet, technically, I think, because there's a back piece that goes over the back of your skull, too. Obviously, I don't plan on ever wearing it, but I do have a place for it that's going to be hanging on the wall in the back. And I'm going to put this is a tin sign that I picked up off of, I think, Amazon. Just a little, kind of a cheapy little tin sign. I'm going to kind of hang those together as a little display piece. Now this Vampirella magazine here, this is a very low numbered. This is number 23, which came out in April of 1973. And I'm pretty new to like graded comics over the last couple of years. I learned a lot from guys like GROTTU and MEYER and Kevin and Dr. PHIBES. I think you guys would really enjoy their channel, so let's make a push for those guys. I know those guys don't really care for graded comics or graded magazines, and to each their own. You know, I like them, so I do pick them up from time to time. But this one has a purple label, which means it was restored. It's a restored grade. And when it says apparent 7.5, that means the person who graded this book would have given it a 7.5 if it were not for the alterations. And the alterations for this book, I'm going to show you the cover here again in a second. But for some reason, whoever had this book trimmed the edge on the top and the bottom. And you can look there, you can see that. I don't know why they would do that. Maybe there was some damage and they wanted to make it look straight, but it's definitely a no-no, especially if you're going to send it in to get graded. I mean, to the naked eye and just to the average person, you probably wouldn't even notice that. But to collectors, they do notice that. So I got this book on the cheap. It was still a little pricey. It was under $100, but if this book was a 7.5 for a number 23, this would probably be a few $100. And that's how much the price drops if you have like a restored grade book. But let's check out this cover here. This is really beautiful. You can see it's like an Egyptian Vampirella. Really, really love it. A San Julian cover. You can see some of the other books that were released by Warren. You got Vampirella, Eerie, and Creepy. And maybe we can get GROTTU or MEYER or Kevin or Dr. PHIBES to show their Warren collection. I know GROTTU has many times, but that guy has an unbelievable collection of these monster magazines. And not only that, but he has a lot of knowledge about them, the artists, and I mean, just, you got to check him out to believe it. I mean, I'm not doing him any justice. You know, you got to see him to believe him, I guess. But, so yeah, so that's Vampirella number 23. And we're going to keep rolling. I'm not going to pause it in between takes or anything. So I got a little stack here of some vintage monster magazines, and this one is called Frankenstein Classic from February of 1977. Had a $1.25 price tag there. I think it's beautiful. I love the way that looks. And it says the man-made monster who rose from the dead. And if we have a little bit of time here at the end, I don't want to make this too long, but maybe we'll pop a couple of these open and flip through them just briefly. Another one here is called Horror Tales. And this one is from January of 1970. Had a 35-cent price tag. Beautiful covers. The Witch and the Werewolf. Pretty awesome. And the next one is another Horror Tales. This one is from June of 1972. It has a 60-cent price tag. These are in pretty good condition, considering that they're over 50 years old. There's little imperfections. You got a couple of spine ticks and all that. I don't plan on sending any of these in to get graded. These are going to be reader copies, so I still like them to be pretty nice. They don't have to be completely mint, because just like anything else, the better quality it is, the more you're going to have to pay for these. Here's a Vampirella number 20. This one's in pretty decent condition. It has a little bit of fading here on the spine. But I really like this cover. That looks pretty awesome. This one is number 20 from October 1972. Has a 75-cent price tag. I just think that looks really great. I love that cover. And it's a pretty low number, but the quality is not all that great. So this is not a very high, you know, it's not a high price or a high grade for that one. Here's another great cover too. This is number 32. And this one came out in April of 1974. It's a great, great cover. $1 price tag. And I picked up a couple more Horror Hound magazines. Did I get 2 or 3? Oh, I got 2, and I got a Frank Sinatra book. This is Horror Hound. This is the special from September of 2013. And this has the Jason versus Freddy cover, which I think is pretty awesome. I really love that cover. I thought the movie was pretty fun. I know a lot of people talk about it, and I thought it was entertaining. I thought it was a really good, I thought the ending was really good. It was a fun movie. And I got another Jason book here. This one is number 24 from July, August of 2010. Had a $6.99 price tag. I noticed that this one was pretty expensive, but I got this for about 10 bucks plus shipping. But I think some people were selling this for like 30 bucks. I'm not sure why. And the quality, they were both in, I think there was like 2 or 3 of them. They were all in really good shape, about the same shape. I don't know why there was such a difference in pricing. But I like that, so I had to grab that. And this you guys may not care for, but I think this is pretty awesome. This is Old Blue Eyes at age 75. I don't know what year this came out, but it has a $4.95 price tag. There you can see Frank. He's one of my favorite entertainers of all time. So I have a lot of Frank Sinatra stuff, but the dude, when he was young, he had some pipes, man. He was just a great entertainer. And I have a couple of masks, and this one was kind of an impulse buy too, in a way, I guess, because I'm looking for a full-size Captain Spaulding bust or a very high-quality mask. And the ones that I see are not very good. There are some that have been kind of tweaked. You know, like guys that have artistic, guys that are good at like creating and making things better. They take the original mask and they kind of touch it up a little bit. This is not that. I'm just saying this is a ventilated mini mask from Fright Rags, and it's smaller than my hand, so obviously you're not going to put this on, but it's that same kind of plastic that they used to have back in the 60s and 70s and 80s, those plastic masks that you wear for trick-or-treating. I'm a big fan of the character of Captain Spaulding from House of 1000 Corpses. And like I was saying, some of the guys can kind of rehaul or retool some of the original masks and make them look a little bit better. And that's what I've been looking for, but I haven't seen one quite that I like yet. And then this mask here, I wanted to buy this a couple of months ago. I did my Bigfoot collection overview, and I was going to show this mask. I've been looking for this mask for several months now, and I finally got a hold of it for a good price. These are starting to go up in price. This is called the Hairy Man, and I believe this is from 1971, or that's what the seller said. This one's in really good condition. I paid about 30 bucks for it, which it's kind of steep for these. I'm not going to ever wear this. It's just like a display piece of my collection now. It was taken care of. It must have been stored away somewhere dry and away from dust and dirt and kids. I mean, this thing is really nice. There were a couple of other ones that had like cracks in the chin. I'm going to be very careful with this because I don't want to be the one to break it. But it even still has the original mask. I mean, the original tag. It's called Harry Scary Mask, and it shows the $1.19 price. Ben Cooper Inc. from Brooklyn, New York, made in Hong Kong. But you can see here on the inside that there's no cracks or anything like that. So I think that's pretty good, pretty cool. For me, that's worth 30 bucks. Maybe some people think I'm crazy for paying that, but hey, it's to each their own, right? But I wanted to have this when I showed my Bigfoot collection a few months ago, but I just didn't pull a trigger then. And I actually had this for about a month now, and I forgot to show it in the last update or two. I finally pulled it out again today. So back to the original reason why I'm recording this early. So for those of you who don't know, I'm giving away this book to a random person in a contest, and all you have to do is go down below and check the 4 channels that I'm going to list. Go over, subscribe to the 4 channels, leave a comment on their latest video, and just all you have to do is type subbed. Unless you want to type something else, that's fine too. And then come back to this video and let me know that you want to be entered and that you already subbed to the 4 guys. That's all you have to do. It's very, very easy. You're not going to get an easier book than this. And like I said, I'll ship it worldwide. It doesn't matter. And I think that's about it. There's really nothing else to it, you know. Very easy way to get a very collectible book. And not only that, but you're going to meet 4 new channels that are very entertaining. And I wouldn't shout these guys out if I didn't watch them myself. And they didn't ask me to do this, so this is all just me paying it forward. And I've had a lot of help over the years that I've been on YouTube. And, you know, I like to help people out when I can. I had a lot of help myself. So I like to pay it forward. So if you guys have any questions or comments, leave those below. Please go check those channels, subscribe, let me know that you did, and I'll enter you in the contest. I'm going to come back in the middle of next week. I'm going to do a little quick video, and I'm going to let you guys know all the names that are entered. That way, if you entered and I missed you, you can let me know, and I'll add you to the list. Next Friday will definitely be the last deadline. I'm extending this 1 week only. And then next Saturday, I will pick the winner, and I'll reveal the winner in a video here on YouTube. Very easy. I feel like entering. I'm already subbed to those guys, but yeah, that's pretty easy to get a great book like this. So we lost Heidi, but Hannah's still here. And I mean, we didn't lose her. She just went in the other room. She's, you know, she's not gone, but I'm rambling. You guys have a great night. Have a great weekend. Please subscribe to those channels. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.